Welcome to Comfort Havoc number 2. I'm your host, Echo Fan Grey Wolf. So, this is part 2. I left off some very important stuff in video 1. I left off our oath of service. Alright? When you join the military, you take an oath of service. It is not to the President of the United States. It is not to the Democrats. It is not to the Republicans. It is to that Constitution above all else. Nothing is more important than our oath of service to the Constitution of the United States. Now, the Constitution of the United States will allow you, yourself, as a civilian, to pick the Democrats or the Republicans. That's it. My job is to make sure that you stay alive long enough to have the right to choose. When you have a person in office who, one, didn't serve, and two, has no love or respect for the military people, and you got a whole bunch of people who are in the military who supports this guy just due to the fact that they have been racist their entire life, this is how we got where we are now. This is also how we got into a war that America should not have started in the first place. Now let me make this abundantly clear for everybody on the opposing side. America did not start this war. Trump did. Do not hold your fellow Americans, regardless of their color or their gender, responsible for the red-headed stepchild. Alright? And also, for all you motherfuckers that's in ICE, since I was National Guard and I could be deployed, and we just found out that you guys can be deployed. How you feel about that? I hope it hurts. I hope it stings. And may God have mercy on your soul. I hope that if there's boots on the grounds, they call you first. You know why? Because y'all loved seeing black and brown people suffer. Y'all loved having it your way. Well, guess what? It's still your way. And since it's still your way, time has come to pay the piper. I said this a few months ago, and I'll say this right now. That old saying about be careful what you wish for, you may get it, but not the way you want to get it. This is the example of y'all getting it. Now, to respect for everyone else, you have the right to disobey an unlawful order. I will give you an example of an unlawful order. We got boots on the ground, and there's a village up ahead. It's been scouted, inside and out. You got some informers in there telling y'all that these people are good. There's nobody here. But somebody decides to pull a casualties of war and order you and one of your comrades to go and collect a chick for the night. An innocent little girl. Doesn't matter what age she is, you ain't in America. And y'all horny. That's an unlawful order that you're about to receive. Go collect me a teenager or an adult woman that my men can all run in. It's illegal to do that. If you choose to do that, it is highly probable that you will be court-martialed. Let's say she doesn't consent. Now you are illegally holding her as a hostage and you are illegally sexually assaulting her. Unlawful, illegal order. Now let's say she decides she wants to go and file a complaint and tell everybody, but to prevent that, y'all decide to take her life. Now not only have you followed an illegal and unlawful order, you literally took a person's life. The only time soldiers are legally allowed to take anybody's life is in actual combat, because it's fair game. They're shooting at you, you're returning fire, etc., etc. Now, I've never been deployed, but the Geneva Convention states certain things and certain rules must apply. And every single one of you, especially you soldiers, Marines, you airmen, and you seamen, and you Coast Guards, and Space Force, you've had to read the Geneva Convention. You didn't get a choice. Because I had to sit in a class for like 12 hours for 3 weeks learning about the Geneva Convention. Do I remember everything? Nope. But there's a reason for that. I'm stupid and I was infantry. So therefore, those are laws that you still have to obey. The Geneva Convention does not allow you to turn around and shoot a dead body or a person you presume to be dead when you walk past them. That is why Our drill sergeants told us, double tap. Poop. Yeah, motherfucker laying there. Doesn't mean he was shot. He could just be laying there to set you up to stab you in the back. Because somehow or another, the Americans seem to be the only ones that have to follow the Geneva Convention, where other people don't seem to give a shit. So when you're approaching a dead body, poop, poop, double tap. Everybody that's walking behind you, boop, boop, double tap that body. I know it might sound like a waste of ammo or overkill, but better you double tap them and spend 2 rounds than to spend 20 damn minutes trying to figure out where that motherfucker came from when fire from behind starts coming and your team is surrounded. Think about that shit. Oh, also think about this. It's your children, not Trump's children, not Barron, not Donald Trump Jr., and not the one married to the singer. Oh no. It's your children, it's your boys, it's your girls. They're going over there and not coming home. Now, we don't have boots on the ground yet, but you should probably be ready, so let's talk about this oath. I, your own name, so solemnly swears to protect the United States Constitution from foreign and domestic terrorists. Foreign and domestic, that means people who are in our own country, as in our current president and United troublemaker, Felon 47. Now, you have the right to disobey unlawful orders, and that he's trying to make one of the people who actually served suffer for letting people know that you don't have to obey unlawful orders. We all know that. It's Senator Kelly. But understand it. Trump's never served, and all he has done has insulted people who have. This should tell you in a nutshell right there. How long before he turns the knife in the soldiers who gave them, I gave him my Purple Heart. I gave him my Medal of Valor. There is no valor in this man. He's never served. He has no intention of serving. He's not going to let Barron serve. But your children mean nothing to him. You mean nothing to him. All y'all motherfuckers in there, let's salute this motherfucker. Yeah, because he's the president, you have to salute him. I'm so glad I'm not in the military, because I would be in so much trouble when it came to insubordination. Here comes the president. Williams, you are not saluting that president. Williams, salute the president. Williams, out of the line. Can't do nothing to me but court-martial me. Like, why did you not salute the president? I didn't vote for that motherfucker. And you're sending me to a foreign country to die for that motherfucker while his 6'10", 6'9" son gets to do whatever the fuck he wants. And everybody who voted for him, and everybody who serves that voted for him, they fail to understand that when their time's up, when that number on your unit comes up, you get employed. And Felon 47 doesn't give a fuck that you voted for him or not. All he knows is this. Better that motherfucker than my son. You need to understand how this works. Everyone that voted for him, you need to understand how this works. I'm 52. I never got deployed. You've seen my cat card. You've seen my fucking veterans card. You've seen my dog tags. Right there. I haven't put them bitches back on since Biden lost. Trump doesn't give a fuck if you live or die. As long as it's not his kids. That goes for you too, Tiger Woods, in case this reaches your dumb ass, because, you know, you're banging his granddaughter and everything, and he's probably looking at your daughter, waiting for you to blink. And once you blink, you stupid bastard, he may do something to her because she's mixed. I don't know what she looks like. She might actually look more Asian than you do, which means he might be hitting one of those numbers, just waiting for you to blink. He's going to send your son to war, Tiger, but not his son. But I'm sure you didn't take that in consideration while you're out there with him at Mar-a-Lago. We're going to play 18. 4. And while you're doing all that, his granddaughter's giving you the business. And when all that shit's over, you're not going to be aware of your son's on that first plane. Boots on the ground, motherfucker. That's Tiger Woods, child. I got his little daughter back over there in the corner. Tiger don't know because my granddaughter is keeping him busy, giving him the thang with the bang bang. And while all that's going on, Fallon 47 has magically made his way to your kid. But instead of you being aware of that, you're too busy banging his grandkid. Works for me. Karma doesn't forget an address. Remember that shit. You sold out your soul, Tiger. So I ain't really got no more love or respect for your sellout ass. I can get it if you was like selling on your soul to Nike. Because I'll rock Nikes. Right now, I'm rocking Pumas. But if Puma gave me a contract, fuck Nikes. I'll be rocking them Pumas. But if we want to get serious, the contract I would really like to have would be with Atomics. Those are my favorite ass wrestling / martial arts shoes. But that's another story. Let's talk. Oath breaking is when you swear an oath to the presidency over your own oath to the Constitution. Presidents change hands. Let's make sure we're aware of how this law works in America. The president gets 4 years and 4 more if he's voted in again. Trump's had 4 years, and now he's got 4 more. Unless we impeach his ass on the Epstein files, and that would put Vance in charge for at least 2.5 years. But see, Vance once called Trump Hitler, but somehow he's sucking the nutsack of Trump, and now he's on Trump's side. I don't know if Pete Hegseth has ever served. I don't give a fuck. But I do know if these guys keep going on the way they're going, it won't be long before the people who look like them, it's just like that alphabet community nurse. The alphabet community mom. She lost her life. Her 3 kids will never see her. They will never have kids to meet their mom. The nurse, the dude, if he has kids, they'll never see him. If he didn't have kids, he won't live long enough to have them. How long before you think it takes before he says, well, this guy that gave me his Purple Heart, this guy that gave me his Honor of Valor, how long y'all think before he turns on white people? Oh, my bad. He already did. The 2 people I mentioned, the mom of 3, who's a member of the alphabet community, and the nurse. They're white. And I said this months ago. It won't be long before he kills white people. And y'all just gonna go ahead and brush your shoulders off. Sooner or later, it's gonna be one of the people you give a fuck about. It really will. It won't be an innocent mother of 3. It won't be a nurse who came in to assist a woman and get disarmed and then mag dumped. It won't be long before it's somebody you know. But keep that shit in mind. Do not think that it's impossible for him or ICE to reach someone like you. I have been racially profiled 7 times since his 2nd term. 7. 1 time this year, 6 times last year. Because apparently I'm an undocumented Mexican. Although I am 52 years old, I've lived in Charlottesville, Virginia all my life with the exception of my time at Fort Benning, Georgia. I've been to Florida, I've been to Georgia, I've been to Philly, I've been to New York, I've been to Canada. I ain't been no damn where else. Definitely not Mexican. No offense to anybody who's Mexican. But I've been racially profiled as an undocumented Mexican. And so the question is, how long? How long before it's your turn? How long? How long before it's somebody you know? It's somebody white. It's somebody that you gave a fuck about. And now you're giving them a fucking funeral. I'm done talking. I didn't break my oath to the United States. I didn't break my oath to the Constitution. But for all you oath breakers, who served in the Guard, who currently serves in the Big Army. Get ready, because it's going to be you he sends across seas. And here we go with this computer doing this dumb shit again. Uh-oh.